Hello, everyone. This is Lori Hargis, and today we are going to be talking about why are flowers your superpowers? And our this is going to be something we're doing for our emotional healing month March with the Lori Hargis International School of Aromatherapy. So during March, last week, we did 1 minute of mindful breathing. The next coming weeks, we're going to be talking about flower essences and how they are your superpower. We're so excited to be sharing this with you. And first of all, really, all of you need to know what is a flower essence, because we can't talk about how flowers are your power unless we know what is a flower essence. A flower essence is a liquid, potentized substance that has been made with a flower in perfect bloom, and the sun infuses the flower into spring water. And the warmth from the sun infuses the flower into the water, and the water is a conductor. And as we know, water can have a different energy with what you put in it. So the flower then energizes the water with its energy and makes a hologram in the water. And this water then is taken and put with alcohol, brandy, or with glycerin or with vinegar and made into a mother tincture. So this is how a flower essence is made. And flower essences, they are our superpowers because they help us on an energetic level. And a lot of people don't think about their energetic level. They think of only their physical body, and I'm not feeling good today, I'm tired. But how is your energy field out here that we all have, and we know scientifically it's been proven? How is that? Well, that's where flower essences are your superpower, because they work on your energy field, they work on your emotions, they work on you mentally, and certain ones work on you physically too. So this is something that we all need to understand, and we need to replenish, refresh, and rebuild our energy field. So we need to see who's on with us today and where you're from. So put it in the comments here. And so Ruth is on with me today from Ireland. She was going to be talking with me, but we couldn't get her sound to work. That's why we're on a little bit late. So we're going to be doing this tomorrow too at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And I'm back. I burned my leg really bad. So we need to know where you guys are from. So Ruth is here from Ireland. And who else do we have on with us? So we are so happy to be able to present this to you. We're going to be doing this twice a week on Wednesday and Thursdays, where we're going to be talking about one of our superpower flower essences. And today it is cherry plum. How many of you have ever felt like you were going to go out of control? Put it in the chat. Maybe when your children were small and the baby was crying all the time and you just thought, oh my goodness, I don't know how much longer I can take this. I'm going to lose it. That is cherry plum, the fear of losing control. You know, it's important that we have things that can help us relieve us of that, because what can happen is it builds up and we can harm ourselves physically. We can harm someone else when we feel like we're going to go out of control. So this is what cherry plum does. Cherry plum helps us let go and let God. And I'm going to put up a slide here of cherry plum. And here is this beautiful flower. And right now, the cherries are blossoming. They're blossoming in France. They're blossoming here in California. And it is such a beautiful flower. Look at the delicacy of each petal here that we see in this slide. And it can be even when you feel like you are going to be violent against somebody else too. So when you feel like oh, this person has made me so angry, I'm going to lose it on them. I'm really going to lose it. And so what happens is when you take the cherry plum, it relieves you of this. And we have had reports of people who were very physically violent. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to work for everybody because, everybody's different and everybody's situation is different. And that's why flower essences are so interesting because they can help different people on different levels. But we have had reports of people who were physically violent, and after they had taken cherry plum, they were able to process the reasons why they were violent and they were losing control. So we want you guys to understand that don't just think because you drop someone 4 drops of cherry plum, they're not going to be violent. It's just, it can be helpful to them. So let's read here what Dr. Bach said. He said, fear of mind being overstrained, of reason giving away, of doing fearful and dreading things, not wished and known wrong, yet there comes the thoughts and impulses to do them. So it's when you're thinking, oh my gosh, I want to harm this person, or I want to harm myself. Cherry plum is what you need to be using. And what you do is you take 4 drops under your tongue. And if you have someone like a small child, because children when they're little, they don't really know they don't reason. They don't have the same, their brain isn't developed like ours as an adult. So, when they don't get something, a lot of times they're going to throw a tantrum, especially between 2 and 3, when they've realized that now I'm independent from my mother. This is a very good one to be using for children who throw a lot of tantrums, so they can release that energy and let go and not hold on to it and stay on the tantrum. So we've known that it's also for animals who continue to do, impulsive things. You can use it for animals also. Just like what Dr. Bach said here. It's like you have the impulse to do something, it's wrong, but you're on your way to do it. And it can lead, like I said before, to physical violence. And also, though, it can lead to mental nervous breakdown. And Ruth's sending me some messages here. She said cherry plum can also help when PMS makes us feel we're going to lose it due to hormonal balance. And let me see what else she has to say here. She's sending me a message in chat. She says it's an effective way. Let me go up here. Effective way to treat people who are plagued by irrational fears and impulsive behaviors. A lot of times when we get angry, we have fear underneath it. And that's what our next few flower essences are about, and how they are your superpower, is to help you with your fears. We all have fears. Fear is a normal emotion. And it's emotion that can help us get out of danger. It can help us say, I don't want to be in that relationship anymore. It's not safe for me. It's how we utilize this. This is how we can utilize this flower essence of cherry plum and be our superpower. Because, for example, Ruth has said here, the negative cherry plum personality exhibits extreme outward control. They may be betrayed by their eyes. Often they exhibit eyes that are wide open, staring and blinking less than normal. Cherry Plum can help people who feel they might lose their minds, like I said before, and have a nervous breakdown or harm themselves or others around them. It helps individuals to cope in situations where they feel they have little control over their actions. And like we said before, when small children are throwing tantrums. Certain individuals can be irritable, snappy, anxious, or even lash out physically. And Dr. Bach, he has this flower essence in Rescue Remedy because of that. Because a lot of times when you get hurt, you get angry, don't you? Don't touch me, leave me alone. You know, it's how you respond in your shock. And so this is the reason why one of the reasons why he chose Cherry Plum in the formulation of Rescue Remedy, is so that way you can let go of that and where you don't have to control it. And then you can relax and let your body heal from any kind of trauma or stress that you are going through. So let's see here. We have, oh, Salisa, it's so good to see you. She's from Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you for being with us, Salisa. We really appreciate it. So this is what we want. We wanted to talk to you guys about Cherry Plum and how it can be your superpower when you are trying to control everything, especially yourself, and you are afraid of losing control. This flower essence can help you let go and let God. So we will be back tomorrow and we will be talking about holly, the fear of not being loved, which is very important one too. And also we want to remind all of you guys that our emotional healing our emotional healing month, we're going to be here Wednesday and Thursday in March. So for the next 2 weeks, we will be here in this group and on our YouTube channel, and we will be talking about why flower essences are your superpowers. We also want to remind all of you that our flower essence retreat is coming up on May 3rd, 4th, and 5th here in my house in California. We're having a 3-day flower essence retreat. You don't have to have any previous experience, just the love to learn about flower essences. We're going to be making a flower essence here, so you're going to have all kinds of hands-on experience. We're going to be learning more about flower essences. We're going to be doing meditations. We're going to be eating organic foods. It's a great retreat. So we hope that you guys all can make that. And then in our Common Sense community, we are learning about flower essences and how they work on the meridians of the body. So you can join our Common Sense community and also then come to our flower essence retreat. We can't wait to have all you guys there, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow when we're going to be talking about how holly flower essence can be another superpower for you. All right, you guys, make sure that you use the Cherry Plum 4 drops under your tongue. And if you have someone like a little child who is having a tantrum, you can just put a couple drops on your finger and put it right on the back of their neck or their pulse points. So we'll be talking to you again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget your essentials. Use your common sense. Au revoir, and thanks for being with us.